Hey y'all, I'm back. I think I'm gonna be back for the next couple of days. So y'all stay tuned. Um, God told me to come back, and He took me to the story of the Israelites when they was in bondage under King Pharaoh. I'm going to read Exodus the third chapter, the 7th through the 8th verse, and then I'm going to jump down to the 9th verse. Then the Lord told him, I have certainly seen the oppression of my people in Egypt. I have heard their cries of distress because of their harsh slave drivers. Yes, I am aware of their suffering. So I have come down to rescue them from the power of the Egyptians and lead them out of Egypt into their own fertile and spacious land. Look, the cry of the people of Israel has reached me, and I have seen how harshly the Egyptians abused them. Now go, for I am sending you to Pharaoh. You must lead my people, Israel, out of Egypt. So y'all did hear when God said, I have heard their cries. When He was giving me this today, y'all, it took me back to the messages that I have been putting out where I have been saying, this is the time to be praying. And when the Israelites was crying out to God, guess what they was doing? Praying. If you got the ears to hear, you will hear what I just said. Let's go to the fourth chapter, the 21st verse of Exodus. And the Lord told Moses, when you arrive back in Egypt, go to Pharaoh and perform all the miracles I have empowered you to do. But I will harden his heart, so he will refuse to let the people go. And God was telling Moses that He was going to harden Pharaoh's heart. And after that, that's when God started sending the plagues on Egypt. And I want to tell y'all what God been revealing to me for the past couple of days. That when He tell His people to pray and to cry out about the things, the burdens that the heavy load that they're carrying now. Why do we feel like God is not going to answer us or hear us? Because what He was telling me in the story was that just like how His people was crying out back then for God to come and save them from the hands of the enemy, which was Pharaoh. Why do we feel right now today that the word of God still don't stand? And remember, I've been saying that God been saying we need to pray. Because right now we just like these people, the Israelites, where we feel like we in some bondages right now. We feel like we are in oppression. The things that's going on in the world, it feels like a heavy burden. And that's why God tells us to cry out to Him. Give it to Him. So, just like He heard their cries, why do we feel like He don't hear ours? He wanted me to share that with you all. Like, the word still stands. If I heard they cries back then, why do you think I won't hear your cries now? So when he started sending this plague to Pharaoh, it was because Pharaoh had a hardened heart. And Pharaoh started having a hardened heart because the people started crying out to God. And God was sending Moses there to rescue his peoples from the hand of the enemy. So when Pharaoh started saying, no, I'm not, I'm going to work them to where I can't work them no more. And I'm not going to set them free. But let me tell you what God started telling me, revealing to me about this king. He said that everything that happened in this story, it had to happen. Because due to the Egyptians, the Pharaoh, they was already mistreating the people. And you know that when you mistreating people and you doing people bad, you do know that things gonna turn around to where you going to have to deal with the consequences of mistreating people. So everything in this story had to happen. But the thing that we got to look at in this story was that Pharaoh caused his own people to be destroyed. And when God showed me that, I was just like, ooh, with God, if you ain't told the truth, this king caused his own people to be destroyed. All because of his hardened heart. Pride. All because he didn't want to see these people come out of bondage. He didn't want to see these people walk in freedom. So he chose to have pride and envy and jealousy in his heart, to where Pharaoh caused plagues to happen to his own people. It wasn't nobody else's fault but Pharaoh. It's not nobody else's fault but the one that have done the people wrong, that have had a wicked and evil heart. It's nobody's fault but their king. And if you go and read the story, he caused Egypt to be destroyed because of a hardened heart. If you have the ears to hear, if you have the ears to hear, you will hear this story. Because God told me to bring it, because somebody has the ears to hear. And somebody has the eyes to see how this story is so relatable to what is going on. Do not be afraid to talk about what went on in the Bible back in the Bible days. Don't be afraid to speak up, because everything got to come back around. It's in the Word. God shows us. He gives us clarity and revelation in the Word. And when he brought this to me today, he said, get out and tell the people. Because I just thought it was just for me when he started revealing it to me. But he said, get out and share it with the people. That when you cry out to me, I hear your cry. If I saved the people back then, what makes you think I won't rescue you from the hands of Pharaoh? Pharaoh brought destruction unto his own people. Y'all, keep crying out to God. He hears you.